Hello friends, this is the part 7 of the video series for a training program managing data with Microsoft Excel. Now in this video we want to use some more functions and formulas to automate the task so that the manual error can be avoided. For example, in this table if I want to count how many times the average is above 100, I can do it manually. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. But if the table is too big or the criteria is too complex, I might create some mistakes. So instead, I can use a formula. Let's say count if and select this range. If this range is above 100, get me the count. This is 5. Similarly, I can simply drag this formula here and I can get the count here. So now it has become simpler. So manual also can do it, but it's more accurate. Let's say I want to count the values where or the averages which are between 100 to 200. So now I can use equal to count, not if. I'm going to use ifs because there are multiple criteria. So it says first a criteria range 1. Let's say this criteria, if it is above 100. The second criteria, again the same. And I would say it's less than 200. If these two conditions are met, you give me the count. So it says it's 0 here in this case. Something has gone wrong here in this formula. Let me just check B2 to B10 less than 200. Oh, it's double quote here which has come, which is not the case. So I will just replace. Now it should give me the values. Yeah. So let me display the formula. It's count ifs if this column is above 100 and this column value is below 200. So from 100 to 200, that many numbers counts it will give here. Same thing I can use for the full range as well, like this. So now this time it's going to give me in this complete matrix how many values are between 100 to 200. Let's try to do similar thing here. Let's say here I want to tag if this grand total, that's the average of Dhaval Mehta's call, is about 300, I want to call that as a long call. So if I want to tag whether the call duration is about 300 seconds or not. So I'll use function if this is about 300, you put yes, or if it is not, you put no. So manually also I can check and put, but if the records are too many, it's cumbersome and I can make a mistake. But here what we are saying, if this G2 is above 300, put yes. If not, then put no. If I drag this, it's going to give me the formula value output for all the. So it shows me that it's not there. 300, put yes. If it's below, then no. G42, it should give me column H values. Why it's not giving? Let me just check. It's above 300. Oops, sorry. Oh, sorry. This condition was wrong. In if function, we are not going to use the double quote around the 300 value. So I'll say equal to if this value is above 300 without any quote. Now you put quote and say yes, comma, quote, no. Now it will work. So if I now drag this formula, it's going to give me no and yes. And one more thing, if I want to highlight those yes, what we can do? Can somebody answer? Conditional formatting, highlight cells rules equal to, let's say yes. Done. Now suppose this grand total column was not there. Can we do the same thing once again? That means see here either a Dhaval Mehta has a business potential no or yes, it's a either or condition. So we will not have a values in both the columns, either it will be in column E or in column F. But how can I remember here we have used the reference of G2 column, cell number G2. But somewhere I want to use cell from E, somewhere I want to use here. So what we can do? There are multiple ways. Either I can replace the G2 by sum of these two numbers, and I can do that. For example, if I replace G2 by let's say sum of E2 and F2, still the formula will work. You can see this because of sum. Or I can use a nested if. How it works? I'm going to say equal to if. I'll start with this. If this is blank, that's double quote, then then you check this cell. That is if this is above 300, then you put yes. If the E2 is not above 300, then you put no. But suppose if this is not blank, then you check if F2 is above 300. If, then put yes. If no, then put no. And close the brackets. Now if I drag this formula for rest of the cells, it's going to give you the same output. But remember, this time it is checking twice, or let's say multiple times. First time it's checking whether, let me show it here, whether this cell is blank or not. That's this. If it is a blank, then go and check this. If that is blank, if that's about 300, put yes. If not, put no. If this cell is not blank, then check whether this cell is above 300 or not. If it is, put yes. If it's no. So it's like a two-tier decision making by using a nested if. I hope with this if in the if condition, or if along with count if or average if, we can use sum if. You can build a very complex and sophisticated formula which can automate your calculation in Excel table. Thank you very much. In the last part of this training program series, I'll be showing you how to build a simple macros to automate the routine repetitive task in Microsoft Excel. Thank you very much.